Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gunners in Oz. After the doom and gloom that has been the last month or so, finally we get 3 points to celebrate. I'm very pleased to have an esteemed panel here with me. First, I'm going to start with Troy, of course, who was a regular on this show, and Bradley, who's also a regular on the show.
Good.
How are you guys going?
Good, man. Yourself?
Good.
Yeah. Anup, how are you?
All good, mate. All good. And how about you guys? I think
Yeah.
all look happy, eh?
And lastly, I would like to introduce a very special guest to this show, GoonerNewsTV's very own Liam Edwards. How are you, man?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Cheers for having me on. It's good to be here. Finally got round to doing it because obviously the different time zones and everything. But yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah, brilliant. All right. Yesterday was a really, really good day if you're going to be an Arsenal fan. I mean, we're going to hold our enthusiasm, I think, to the 3 points, considering we got Chelsea next week. Boys, how are we all feeling after that? Are we feeling a little bit more optimistic? Troy?
Well, optimistic in that we finally played players in the positions that they've been bought for. So, that was a win. We'll put that in the tick column and move on with our day. Look, happy that we won. And as expected result, I think, or that we all hoped for. We all sort of panicked that it would go bad or that there'd be an issue. But to be honest with you, they got it done early and good on them. So we expected a win. We deserved to win. We got it. Positive, yes. Excited about it. Excited that it wasn't a loss, which I know sounds stupid, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Bradley, Alexis Sanchez was left on the bench and Danny Welbeck started. Many people would have looked at that originally and said, oh, what is Arsenal doing? But good selection by him in the end?
Good selection. I think Welbeck suited that game. I think he played well. I think Sanchez, he picked up a knock in the Chile training or something.
Yeah, he's carrying an ankle from the Chile.
He played 2 games in a short amount of time, and I don't know. I didn't see. I know they lost both, but I don't know if he played the full 90 in both of them. But even Bournemouth left Brad Smith out. He's been starting for them this season because of the travel over. I mean, I guess he had the furthest to travel out of all of them, really, when you think about it. But definitely a good selection. I didn't get to watch when Sanchez come on, but apparently there was a bit of tension. I fell asleep.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension. Liam, what's the feeling right now about Alexis Sanchez?
Yeah, I think it's. It's a difficult one. I know he got booed, partially cheered. It's a difficult one because I think deep down everybody kind of knew he wanted to go to Man City, as much as he didn't actually hand in a transfer request like Coutinho, but still I think the vibe is that everyone knew that was kind of the case, that he wanted the move. I think he was kind of expecting it. So it's a bit difficult because Arsenal fans, as much as we love him and he's a great player, we're in the dilemma that if his heart's not in it, then is there really much point? There's no one's ever bigger than the club, and that's fact.
Do you think it was a good choice from Arsenal to leave him on the bench?
I mean, yeah, I'd probably say yeah. I mean, it was just more the fact of it. He got back from international break and so on. I mean, it is Bournemouth, and I still expect that squad without Alexis to be whooping Bournemouth, to be quite frankly honest.
Yeah.
So, I think, to bring him on late in the second half was probably a good move. But yeah, I think we've got 1 year left with Alexis, or, for his contract. And let's try and gel Alexis and Ozil and Lacazette as best as possible, because that's an amazing free. That scares defence. And it is a difficult one because he's getting booed and he's getting cheered. But hopefully, if he can start, putting in performances, then the fans will, should I say, kind of, be a bit more happy with the situation. Who knows? He may even sign up. But
Do you think the booing was just a necessary evil? Like, just let everyone vent, get it out their system. Because I noticed I didn't have great audio. I saw a bit of that game, but I didn't have great audio. So I sort of heard the booing, but then I heard the Sanchez chant sort of pretty quickly after that. So do you think it was one of those things? It's the first chance we've had to see him back. That it was like, okay, let's just get it out of our system now, and after that, it's done. All right, we needed to vent at someone. You've come on. You're still here. Let's just get it out of our system. It happened pretty quick. It's gone. The fact that he didn't start, I think, is just man management. And I think we risk reading too much into that. He's injured. We shouldn't need him to start. And really, he was only brought on in the last 60 minutes for a run for match fitness.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it's the case of I think it was a frustrating deadline day. I think it's been a frustrating transfer kind of period because such bad mismanagement in terms of Arsene Wenger's rejecting paying like 45 million for Lamar in the summer, and then decides to put in a 92 million euro bid by the end of it. And I'm like, what kind of mismanagement's that? I'm no business expert, but I can see that. So it's a tough one. But let's just it's just good to get that win, and. So I actually saw quite a funny tweet that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain apparently is going to sign for Manchester City and say what a great result that was yesterday. Apparently, 5-0
I did see that.
I mean, we can. I actually want to touch on that for a second because I just think it's just so funny. We just gotta banter up Oxlade, a self-proclaimed king of banter. Literally, so his last game for Arsenal, he loses 4-0 against Liverpool, and he goes on to them, takes a pay cut, and says how we're on a great run of form, having lost 4-0, and now he loses 5-0 at Liverpool. Guys, do you reckon we just got the bad luck charm off of the books? Like now we're gonna start winning games.
This is the thing. We go win like 10 games in a row now, and then we get to about February, March, and then it just goes downhill. So that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
And guys, did you guys watch the West Brom match yesterday? Like they never considered they considered like 3 goals yesterday, and guess what happened? Like Kieran Gibbs is playing in West Brom. That's I think Wenger's tactic.
Did Kieran Gibbs start for West Brom? I didn't say that.
Yeah, he had like West Brom. It was 3-1 something, 3-1, and they were like, I never see West Brom like any team putting like 3 goals past them. It's just West Brom. Their defense is like solid, and I thought like, oh yeah, Kieran Gibbs is playing there, so it must be like Wenger's tactics to like sell everyone. Like Alex, first debut game lost. West Brom debut game lost. Yes, it's tactics, I think. That's what he's trying to do, I think. That's all bad karma going on,
Okay, let's get into the game. Just a few of the main bits that happened in the game. So 6 minutes in, Kolasinac makes a really storming run down his left-hand side and puts in a beautiful looking cross for Danny Welbeck, who I don't know what body part was used to get that in the net. Was it his head?
Trust me.
Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders.
It was meant to be head.
I watched him for England. I remember when we played Malta. Like I think it was like one of those where the ball came in and he's come up for it and he's like completely misjudged it and just flew his body at it. I think it came off his shoulder and he just flew over the keeper. And that's a Danny Welbeck goal. Just comes up.
Begovic literally looked behind him and he's like, "What just happened?"
Yeah.
Welbeck happened. That's what happened.
That was funny goal.
Yeah.
Was that exactly what we needed to calm down the crowd? Of course, we were speaking in our preview about how toxic the atmosphere may be, considering the poor transfer window and the result at Liverpool. Was that just the perfect tonic to get Arsenal on their way?
Yeah.
It's a confidence boost, but we got to remember it's only Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think it's more the fact of I think the international break came at a great time. I'll be honest with you. I think we were awful. There was no cohesion. everything was wrong. So I think that was the perfect time to get that.
Yeah.
And it's a good point. It's only Bournemouth, but I think just to get a win was needed.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
I was actually telling my dad today. I said that maybe the Chelsea game comes at a really good time for us as well, just because I would feel like we would have like a run of 4 or 5 games where we play teams we should beat, and it's sort of like a false dawn where the belief comes back to Chelsea and be half asleep and go 4-0 down by halftime again. So I think maybe to just have the game against Bournemouth, learn how to, remember how to play football. Then you got the Europa League game, and then you're going to go to Chelsea, remembering the Liverpool game was not far behind, and just having a point to prove.
Is there like a hurricane?
Yeah.
Brad, what's going on?
Are you engraving your name in your desk, Bradley?
Nah. Just doing homework.
Are you starting? Oh my
Doing
god.
homework. So.
So it's almost. I actually want to bring up a certain German because he also scored in the midweek for Germany. He had a really put in a bits today, in my opinion, or yesterday. Like, he's been heavily criticized. Of course, he came out with his famous statement criticizing the legends of the football club, and he really had to put in a performance, and I think he did in this one. That free kick that he had saved by Begovic was brilliant, and I think really set the tone.
Yeah, I agree. I thought that was a good free kick, and for the better part of that I seen of the game, I thought Ozil was played well, and I honestly thought they all played quite well. Even after Xhaka's terrible performance against Liverpool, I thought he played well. I mean, but then again, I just think it's only Bournemouth. Like, I just got to remember, it's only Bournemouth.
Yeah,
and it's a long way to go.
Yeah, that Ozil one though, I reckon that free kick exactly sums him up. Because if you look at that, and I've watched that a couple of times, it looks like he just took that really casually and did nothing. And it wasn't until you saw the save that you realised, shit, that was actually had some go behind it. And that's what I think the trap is with Ozil, is that he makes it look so easy that you think he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally
I think
agree
it's a
with
difficult
you.
one with Ozil, isn't it? I mean, he's obviously kind of come out with like the whole Paul Merson thing, and had to go ex-legends, and it's a difficult one because I think the ex-Arsenal players like Adams and Keown and Paul Merson, they've come out and said what they see, and it kind of hurts to see what Arsenal state they're in and the position that they're in. So I kind of get it, and they are paid pundits at the end of the day. They are paid to say what they think and see, whether you agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I don't want players like Mesut Ozil, our best players, thinking, they're just getting jabbed at every 5 seconds, and it's a difficult one because you want to try and get the balance, but you want to try and be as honest as possible as well. So
True.
No, I think it's a good point made. I think Ozil, everyone has to go at him because he doesn't run back and it makes it, but he does see the fluency of how he plays. It is kind of like that. And I mean, that was a beautiful free kick, and you even saw when I think he had a chance from the right hand side and he kind of smacked it. He looked disappointed that didn't go in. So I think there is, at the same time, as much I want him to do well, but I don't want him to feel like, he has to say this way, he has to do this, just to show to people that he's kind of trying when he kind of maybe is already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overreach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Look, I'm no Arsenal legend, but as an Arsenal fan, it was good to see Mesut Ozil acknowledge the criticism that he has and sort of have a voice for the players to tell, be like, hey, you know what? We messed up. We're going to go again. We're going to fight, and we're going to try to show you guys, what we're about. So I was very, very happy with that.
Yeah, I think also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think practically every Arsenal player that game before Bournemouth went on Instagram just to say like a little message like, massive game tomorrow, no excuses, must win.
Yeah.
That was kind of the gist for all the players. Even Peter Cech uploaded, and I don't think he does that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think media is obviously a massive factor, as you imagine. So I think it was just kind of telling the fans we're going to do this now. There's no funny business. We need the win, and they did.
Yeah, it was really good. Moving on to the next moment of the game, which is my personal favorite moment of the game. Lacazette, just what a brilliant strike. I mean,
Yeah.
It still confuses me how he didn't start against Liverpool. Our two best strikers, Giroud and Lacazette, both come on when we're losing 3-0. I'm like, I don't know.
I thought that finish was good. It just the way he got it over the keeper.
Yeah.
you had that feeling though of like, I'm going to do this 100 more times. Like you see all the YouTube videos of Lacazette, and I believe I've seen that goal before, like in a Leon shirt. And like I just feel like, wow, that's just casual, Lacazette.
Yeah.
Was even like
Definitely.
Klasnach? He had an amazing game yesterday. I think just baffles everyone in the Liverpool game so much. I think, but it's Alex Lacazette. He's I'd put him at a near enough world class player. That's what you pay 52 million for. He's not just some average striker. Sticking in every single game, man. He's unreal. And
What's really funny, Liam, is I remember last year, and I was watching your channel, and you were having an update almost all the time about Lacazette. It never actually happened, but like, how good is it now to see him actually playing in an Arsenal shirt?
Well, it's funny when I done that video, I got a lot of stick. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're just one of these pretend in the nose." Like, and I don't know a few people who are good journalists in England, like who fairly reliable. I mean, I never said it was 100% done, but I said it's a very high chance that it's going to happen. And I've done the video and I've done the stuff about it. And for the next few weeks, I think people realising, this one might actually happen. So it is quite nice to see him in the market. And that, let's be honest, that was what we needed to strengthen was the striking force, but everything else about a striker.
Yeah.
As much as I love Giroud, he's not the world class caliber, but he does get us goals. But he is that impact. So 11. Lacazette is the main man. So it's great to see him in the kit. And if we can just get that gel between Alexis, Ozil, and Lacazette, that will be deadly. And defenders will.
That's the next question: is when are we actually going to see that? Because Danny Welbeck now had a very, very good game. So does he drop him? Like, it's very hard to drop a guy who scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
I mean,
but guys, do you believe Welbeck gonna put on the same goals? Like he's gonna put on the same, the performance like today, like yesterday's? I don't think so.
You're
I
thinking
think
like
he got lucky because I don't have like full trust if he's really got good or he's just a lucky shot or something,
Think about
what's on his side or something.
Think about Perez last season when he scored that double. He doesn't get another chance. So I mean, it's not
But it's Wenger.
Unlike Wenger,
Bradley,
to
it's
drop
Wenger.
someone over that.
The weird thing is like Mustafi was playing so well. Why was he in the contention of potentially leaving?
The thing.
That's stupid.
The thing with Mustafi, what's wrong with Mustafi? He has some personal issue and he handed the transfer request. So there's something going on between the players. Is that a fight between players or something? It's got nothing to do with Arsene Wenger or the clubs. It's between the players. Like Mustafi had a fight, I think, something like with the players.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, for sure. We almost make it 3-0 in the first half. I don't know what is going on with Asmir Begovic, but Welbeck chases him down. He forces a bit of mistake. Lacazette has basically just a brilliant chance to score another goal in quick succession, not to be. But man, Bournemouth were all over the place in the first half, weren't they?
I think they might go down this season.
Yeah. I love that Lacazette actually kicked the ball inside out. He killed it.
Yeah.
The guy is just a tank. He just goes
He
around.
killed the ball.
He just goes boom, 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 like just goes straight. He only sees it straight, not back, not like just front, straight tank.
Yeah.
Just go through
That's because he's a killer, and we don't have
That's
many
right.
killers on our team.
No.
Yeah, we love
He's
that.
an
We love
absolute
that.
animal.
Like,
And he every time he gives his 100%, he always goes up like front, like he doesn't hesitate to go up front like the other like player Ramsey playing backward. But
yeah,
with Kolasinac, the guy just goes straight up front and pass. His passing is
yeah.
good too. It's
I
perfect
mean,
for the wing back role.
let's bring up the Kolasinac. Look, I think all of us were very excited about him, seeing him in preseason. I think for the boys here who saw him in Australia, we got to see his debut game. You could tell that he was with a big, imposing presence. The question is, did it take Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to leave the club for Kolasinac to finally play at left back?
Yeah, it was good. When I seen it, I was like, thank God. Thank God Oxlade-Chamberlain's fucking good and he can play his real position.
Yeah.
Thank God we got 40 million for him. That's even better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Mate,
I'm just happy about the 40 millions. That's it.
Trust me, when I see him play for England, I was at the Wembley game on Monday when he was playing Slovakia, and I tell you what, he was awful. He was cutting in and making these runs, blasting the ball over He was just woeful. Yeah, he was
Hey,
poor.
40 million is 40 million.
Yeah. No.
So guys, the fun fact, right? It's a banter coming up, right?
The banter.
Welbeck had like 4 goals in this season, right? One for 2 goals, one for England, one for assist, right? 4, right?
Yeah,
And
4.
Oxlade had that 4 goal in his whole Premier League career. He hasn't had 4 goals in his career, so that will show you like Welbeck is way better.
Right?
Like,
Is that
yeah,
right?
it's
Does he
true.
only have 4 goals?
He has less than 5 goals.
No, like,
I'm definitely sure I've seen more goals from Ox than just 4 or 5.
Now it's not in the Premier League.
Oh, okay. I remember he had that one banger against West Ham last year, and he had the one
That's
against
it.
Newcastle in the 7-3.
remember his Southampton goal on his debut.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, well, if this
But that's
doesn't tell you,
EFL.
it says
EFL, guys. That's EFL.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, all goals for Arsenal, and it goes for 3 minutes. So
You see?
Does that include
Well,
replays?
And we get like 40 million, guys. Cheer
that
up.
includes credits as well. I'm
That's the
kidding.
business. That's the business. 40
guys
million,
see what-
guys. Like,
Did you guys see what Thierry Henry said before the game? He was like,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
I look
superb.
at I look at
wow.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'm like, what is he actually good at?
God.
Seriously, even Ox doesn't know that. He doesn't have any clue what position he is good at.
I love it. He thinks he's
That's-
going to get in the centre mid role and
Nah,
trying to be a
he's just
Steven
dreaming.
Gerrard.
Yeah.
He's deluded.
Not
He's
a
deluded.
chance.
Just like Liverpool, deluded fan.
And I saw that game last night. I saw the majority of it. And when he came on, he kept drifting into that middle.
Mm.
He kept saying, "Oh look,
Did you see his pass? Did you see his
Like, please,
pass?
Klopp, let me in the middle.
Yeah, look, I'm in the middle. Look, this is what I can do." And he still did
And the
nothing.
ball get snatched, right? And every time ball get snatched.
9 goals he scored for Arsenal in the Premier League.
Oh God.
Is that
In
for how many seasons?
2011 and 12.
That's 6 or 7 years.
So how many goals do we have for Welbeck? It's more than like
I don't know. Give me a
What
second.
are the Welbeck?
numbers?
Got our stats guy back on it. Well,
yeah, we got a
while
stat
Brad's
guy,
looking
right?
it up, so second half, Arsenal almost conceded a goal. Jermaine Defoe hits the post. Are we too worried about Bournemouth possibly coming back into the game at that point, or it's pretty secure?
Apparently
I think,
he scored 13 so far, but I don't know when this website was updated.
I just
And-
come in and say, I think we have an issue with when the ball comes into the box. We really do struggle with getting that out. Or it's the thing with Czech is he's good at stopping shots, but he's not very what's the looking for? Agile, or he can't get off the line quick. You know, we find it difficult when the ball gets in the box and it's high. We can't clear it, and I think that you saw that. I mean, Czech got a hand on it. But I think that's our area of weakness, and I think we get exploited in that sometimes as well.
Yeah. Does anyone else have like nearly a massive stroke, like I did when I was watching that game last night, when Czech's holding the ball and waiting for the defensive guy to come to him and then kicking it away at the last minute?
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It's like, mate, you're not a 23. You don't have the reflexes of a 23-year-old. Just kick the fucking ball, mate. You're 35 and you're still playing Premier League soccer, mate. Just kick the ball. He did it twice, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, we had a heart attacks over my life.
He just.
So did you see like Bellerin too? Like he started like hitting the ball like outside for the free kick, right? Remember last time his ball got snatched from him and we were 1-0 down. Remember and this time Bellerin he just put the ball like for throwing. Like it's better. Like just do it. That way we're gonna get we can get assembled. Everything players can come in like in position. Like do it. If it's good for game, do it. It's tactics, right? It's tactics.
I mean,
I get that, but I don't think he's got the reflexes to wait for the last minute.
You need to play dig deep down, like play dirty way. It's not dirty way. You have to do it.
I've got no issue with them doing it. It's just wait until that very last second.
Arsenal doesn't do it. Yeah. Look at City. Then they were like barely even like able to play Bournemouth, and the referee was on their side clearly. Like 95 minutes, 97 minutes, like 2 minutes already way past the stoppage time and goal, bam. I think that's what like demoralized Bournemouth, because they were playing so good like against City.
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, I was going to say a bit off topic. Did any of you guys read about Dick Law stepping down?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was reading today that Gazidis now is going to take more control over transfer negotiations.
Oh, fuck.
I thought I got one out of the way.
Yeah.
I thought maybe him as well, but obviously not.
But although I get a sense about Gazidis that he's a bit of a wild card when it comes to the board, where I think he can test the board a bit more. Like he was the one who wanted to have a president over a
he wanted what's the word?
Director of football.
Director of football.
Yeah.
The thing is, I actually when I went to Arsenal v Spurs, I think it was last season. Ivan Gazidis pulled up in the car by me. I think his missus was sitting in the next seat, and she just looked at me and smiled at me, and all the other fans were just like staring through the car and giving like a massive death stare. It was like Ivan Gazidis was just looking forward, and his missus was just like,
yeah.
And
so even she knows. She's like, yeah.
Just standing there like, felt sorry for her.
Actually, didn't just on Gazidis, didn't he go to a fan forum? Like just before the game?
AST.
Yeah.
It's like I think there's another one coming up, I believe. It's quite good, actually. I mean, to be fair, on Gazidis is things like this. So, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. At least there is interaction, at least, but still not the best of decisions are made.
No.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what was I about to say? Okay, yes. Aaron Ramsey plays a really nice ball through to Danny Welbeck in the second half. This is probably the nicest finish I've seen Danny Welbeck make in about 2 years. Just beautifully across his body, puts it in the far corner of the net. Game, set, match. So
that
was.
Guys, what
do you reckon about Danny Welbeck? just on the topic, we talk about how I made fun of him on this show on countless amount of times. Like the one guy on the team who doesn't know how to finish. He knew how to finish, and that was an expert finish, in my opinion.
It does make me laugh that practically every player we're mocking at the moment plays for the England national team.
Yeah.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, Danny Welbeck. Sadly, I have to watch this at international football level when it's not pro.
Well, don't ask me here where Welbeck pulled that from.
Yeah.
Like,
But isn't that the problem that we've always had with him? Is that he's got the potential to be great
I
on any
mean,
given day. It's just whether he turns up.
and back onto like Oxlade-Chamberlain signed in 11-12 and he scored 9 goals while he was here. And yeah, he had a fair bit of injuries, but Welbeck was out for almost 9 months.
Yeah.
So he missed a good chunk of the season. Well, I think he suffered like 2 injuries, didn't he? Both.
He was injured twice. He came back from a knee and then went down, had to have a full reco.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like he was injured
so he's come
twice,
back from
and he's
2
on
minutes.
13 goals since 2014. And I mean, he's a striker and Oxlade-Chamberlain's a winger, but I guess it's 2 different stories, I think. But in terms of maybe, I just thank God we got rid of him. Like I was kind of pissed, but
I wasn't at all. I didn't.
I was happy. I was happy.
Yeah, when they got.
I was happy when I saw 40 millions. Like I saw 40 millions. I'm already happy.
I would have been happy if we had got 14. I would have been like, you know what, fair enough.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, seriously, if they just said we got rid of him for 14 million, I'd be like, all right.
For the Ox,
Yeah.
I reckon there's a lot of people who would have been very unhappy with the return for money on that if it was 14.
Yeah, but if are you telling us that one of us here, if we had a checkbook and someone said, right, I need you to sign this check for $40 million for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, that 4 of us or 5 of us wouldn't sit here and go, you know what? Can I think about it for a second?
apparently Koscielny is unavailable on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, because he got a red card against Bayern.
Huh?
Because he got a red card
Champions
against
League.
Bayern.
That's Champions League.
Right.
That's
Oh
Champions
my
League.
God.
Yeah.
No, but it's UEFA stuff. It's still.
It's
oh,
UEFA,
Yes,
so
still.
Oh, do you
But
mean
it's
for
such a long
Europa?
time ago that you wouldn't even remember. Jesus Christ.
Would we have been playing him anyway? In
Probably
Europa?
not.
But that's,
Yeah, I don't think we're playing him anyway.
Oh,
no.
yeah, it's on the same governing body, yeah.
I reckon that we're gonna have Mertesacker and Chambers and Holding play on Friday. So.
Or do you name him in the side to get the suspension out of the way?
Wait, how?
Because it's just going to sit. Because if he's not named, then he doesn't serve the suspension, does he?
I think.
Or just sits out that game.
No,
if he sits out that game, then that's it. Yeah,
I think the suspension basically covers
that game. So if one, yeah, but I mean, he wouldn't have been playing anyway.
He won't be named in the squad if he's suspended. So.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into the player ratings for the game. I'll start up with the Noop. Petr Cech out of 10.
We give 7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 7.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll give him a 7. But if he ever pulls a stunt like that again, I'm going to go in.
You're going to break his nuts.
Hey?
You have to break his nuts, that's it.
I'll tell you
You
what.
have to break his nuts, that's it.
He'll need a stronger helmet.
Like his edge, fellow.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Hector Bellerin out of 10. Start with Brad on this one.
Give him a 7 as well. I only seen probably up to the 60th minute, and he was good up until then. So I didn't think he played too bad. A bit quiet, so maybe it's
I
I'll
didn't
give him
really
a 7.
see much of him, to be fair.
Yeah, if you're going to give Petr Cech a 7, I'm going to give him a 7 as well.
2 points of criticism, Hector, if you're watching. Number 1, mate, get a haircut because
Well, that hair is awful.
I don't know if it's something his missus is into, the long hair. I have no idea.
All that hair, all right.
But man, he's literally just prancing around there, just like, I can't take him seriously anymore. The second thing is that when he puts in that cross, I don't know how loose it gets and just goes nowhere and just like want to throw something at my television. Just like fucking hell,
When he had that fresh haircut, he was putting in good balls. Then he started growing up trying to like Jesus, Messiah, and he's like, he was at the British GQ Awards the other day. He was like fancying up in his little suit and
Yeah, I saw the picture of that.
fancy. It's tragic. What we have to live to. It's modern day.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Mustafi out of 10. Liam.
Yeah, I thought he'd done everything. So I'll give him an 8. I don't think there was really anything he didn't do. He made a few. I mean, Bournemouth were pretty quiet, weren't they? Really. I mean, at the end of the day, if you keep a clean sheet, I think it's probably a good performance for all, really. So. But once again, Bournemouth didn't really test us in any area except from the high ball at the late game. So I'll give him an 8.
All right. Troy, the boss in the middle.
The boss. Xhaka?
No, Koscielny.
Oh, Koscielny, sorry. Look, we end up with a clean sheet. I'll probably give him an 8. I think he just I think we got 2 up by half time. Once they put that third one up, to be honest with you, I think they just went into management. They thought, you know what, that's it, job done. Let's just, they didn't see. I mean, they pushed every now and again, but they knew the side they were playing. They knew they had them, and I think they just thought, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if they given instructions to say, boys, we're 3-0 up. Let's just put the queue in the rack.
Yeah,
and just get this one out. So hard to judge, but yeah, 7 clean sheet, 7 or 8.
Is this going to be the general consensus with defenders? So, like, Monreal, is he also an 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, they weren't really tested, so it's hard to sort of judge.
Yeah, difficult. It is. I mean, God, you put it like the Liverpool performance, be 0 for all. But there was no test. I think but I think Bournemouth probably knew it was going to be a long night since.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see Troops is match rating with the Robbie last week for Liverpool? And he's like, 0. I'll give him a 1.
Yeah. Well, that was it. Yeah, Troops would be like, I'm going to give him a 1 blood. Robbie's like, oh, come on. Give him at least a 2.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, all right, man. I'll give him a 2.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it went down as well. The tank from the left-hand side, what's his match rating today?
I'd probably say, well, he got me 9 points in fantasy football, so that's not bad for his position.
Yeah,
I've given up on this fantasy football. I keep forgetting. I'm too busy.
Mate, I'm top of my league. I'm doing well.
I was top of the league in like 3 leagues, and now.
No, you're not. I think I'm at the bottom, right? No, I'm at the bottom. Shit.
Right, put this one in your team. Paul Pogba, he's only 8 million, bargain. He's getting the points.
Yeah, I got him in. Yeah.
What about Mkhitaryan? What about Mkhitaryan, guys? What about Mkhitaryan?
He's great in fantasy.
Yeah.
I think Pogba, he's getting points for PR, TR or something like that. Just for he's getting points for nothing. Like I haven't seen him do assist. Boom, 2 points.
Didn't he score in?
I'm pretty sure he scored one. He got an assist for another.
Yeah.
Today? As today's match?
No, I don't know which game it was, but
yeah, he got an assist for Rashford.
Yeah.
Is that for today's game?
Against Stoke, yeah.
I'm not sure. No, it's against Stoke, yeah.
By the way, slightly very Man United dropping points to Stoke. Wasn't as bad as our result at Stoke, but
Did you see Mourinho's conference after?
Sambalik.
Yeah, he was a little bit moody because Mark Hughes didn't shake his hand or something, and the reporter asked him about it. He was like, "You know what? That is a very stupid question, and I'm not going to answer." And he just walked off. Like, what a bitch boy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, man, I hate the man. Although,
No,
do you
me
remember
neither.
his first game after United won? I think the opening game of the weekend,
Porto.
and he goes, "I'm on fire."
I was going to say, boys, before I know we're going to be off topic of Arsenal, but obviously you're all Australians, so are any of you keeping an eye on the World Cup qualifiers on your side?
Yeah, well, we had
Unfortunately, yes.
Melbourne the other day.
Yes.
I saw
I
Saudi
do.
Arabia won or something, didn't they?
Saudi. Okay, so yeah, we need to win 4-1. We needed to win by 4 to be to put us ahead enough to be so Saudi Arabia would have needed to win by 2 goals, obviously, but then we beat Thailand only 2-1, and I mean we missed about 40 shots. We hit the post 4 times. It was the most frustrating game, and we think Giroud's a donkey. Juric is as useless as tits on a book, honestly.
Haven't
Mate.
you got Chris Wood? Isn't Chris Wood?
No, Chris Wood's New Zealand.
He's Kiwi.
New Zealand.
Kiwi.
Actually, speaking of Australians, Liam, just interested to hear what the opinion is in England on Aaron Moy, he was the best A-League player down here, and now he's gone to play for Huddersfield, and he looks like he's bossing it in the Premier League.
Mm. Yeah, no, it's only actually a man who I also have in my fantasy football league. Yeah, no, he seems to. I mean, I've been watching a little bit of Huddersfield, but he seems to be kind of the star man in terms of that kind of holding the line, but seems to be kind of attacking threat as well. He seems to be quite good. I mean, I don't know a huge lot about Huddersfield. Just know it's obviously come up crazily. I remember seeing them in League One quite a few years ago, and now they're somehow in the Premier League. But no, he's definitely a player who seems to be quite popular in England at the moment, just for his natural ability. Yeah,
Do you know what? He played for when he first, because he played for Rangers. I'm pretty sure it was Rangers. Don't quote me on it. Some Scottish team, and then he went to. No, it wasn't Rangers.
No, it was can't think. I'll tell you.
It was. But anyway,
Chelsea.
and he went to the team, my local teams, the Sydney team, Western Sydney Wanderers, when they first got established in 2012. And I mean, I could see he was good there. And the coach, you'd know him, Tony Popovich is the coach. He's the manager for the West Sydney Wanderers. And mate, he didn't play him at all. And then he went to City and he started playing and he kicked off. But I always rated him. But yeah, that club's pretty useless.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how out of you guys here, have you ever been to the Emirates or been to see Arsenal play?
I've seen 3 games. I've seen Palace away, Monaco at home, and Everton at home. And then I've seen Arsenal and I think it's. I can't think of it. Was it Stoke or? I think it was Arsenal in Asia, Singapore.
That was a horrible game.
Yeah.
Literally one of the worst games I've ever been to. Yeah, it's cool.
I haven't been to a game at the Emirates, but I did get to go to the famous 8-2 game at Old Trafford. So
Really?
I've been to Emirates on tour on a few times.
Can you please never go to an Arsenal game at the Emirates then, if that's your track record?
Wait, didn't they refund fans after that?
Yeah, no, exactly. That was brilliant. I only got in on my uncle's friend's ticket because my uncle lives in Manchester, so I didn't really have to worry about that. But man, that was fucking embarrassing.
Still remember it to this day. Ashley Young scoring that ping over a ball. Well, we won't go into that.
Let's not. We won today.
We've had too many bad memories just recently. I don't want to be putting them up again. But yeah, no, I think we're in steady shape, and I think Chelsea coming up next. We just need to get back to level ground. Just play the ball around. Stop panicking. Stop being edgy. Go at the teams. Show a bit of fight, resilience. We have a good team. We have good players.
Yeah.
We have a good, talented bunch. Don't feel like we have
So,
to
Liam,
be...
are you going to go with the same lineup for the Chelsea game? Are you confident?
I'm not sure about three at the back, though. That's my only issue when we're away, especially at home. I mean, Liverpool have a very, very good attack. Chelsea, on the other hand, they do. I'm not sure if Hazard will play in the Arsenal game. I think he might be coming back.
Yeah, he's going to come back.
The only issue is, this is the thing that still annoyed me. Liverpool had such an awful defence, and that Karius, or whatever his name was, he kept kicking the ball to our players. And I was like, if we exploited that...
It's already 10 men,
If we exploited that kind of area, we would have probably scored a lot more. But because we're so wussies and just sitting back and getting caught on the counter-attacks and just mucking around, we didn't do well in that factor. But, yeah, I mean, it's... hopefully I might be going to the Chelsea game. But I say hopefully. Probably tragic.
Liam, how do you guys... Because I remember when I was in England, not last year... how do you guys watch the 3 o'clock kickoffs? Because it seems like they're not never televised.
Yeah, so we have obviously Sky and BT Sport over here. What I do, there's a channel called Sportec, and it's amazing. Literally has about 1,000 links, and it's all in clear HD. And so say Arsenal v Bournemouth, I just chuck that up. I only have a Chromebook thing, it's not like a powerful or anything, but it whaps up amazing quality image. So I just sit and watch it on that.
It's so much easier for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
We've got
guys.
Yes.
We're not allowed to talk about illegal streaming.
Yes, buddy. Jeez.
Come on.
No, just play for Optus Sport. Just play for Optus Sport. I mean, last night I was just chilling. I was just at a party, chilling, watching it on my phone. I didn't have to worry about data because it's all data free.
All data free, yeah. I'm the same.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's the best thing.
I got Optus simply for.
I got a fetch box.
Data free.
Yeah.
We say data.
Data.
Yeah, it's good now. Now we don't need to get any Foxtel too. We're getting World Cup, right? Optus is gonna show every World Cup game too. It's good.
I think SBS is showing every World Cup game as well, though.
Yeah.
Nah. Do you think they're gonna show everything? Nah, I don't think they're gonna show all the games.
I think they only show the Australian games.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think if Australia has games.
Yeah, well, if we don't, then they'll figure it out.
It's gonna be either one.
They're gonna beat Syria.
We're gonna Optus, so it's alright.
Yeah, we play Syria. But if we beat Syria, I think we're gonna play someone else as well.
Actually,
Liam, I'm actually interested. Would you fancy
if Australia beat Syria, right? They have to play, I think, against America or something for the qualifying round.
So that game,
yeah. So after playing with Syria, if they win, they have to play against, I think, USA.
Yeah. Liam, would you fancy Australia in a group in the World Cup? You guys draw Australia?
Well, England draw Australia. Oh, I'd love to play Australia. It's funny actually because I say potentially I've been offered a role at the FA, which is like the Football Association. It's at Wembley Stadium, the job role, and it's like a social media role.
Sick.
So basically, I'm kind of at the last stage interview. It's a long way to go, but if I get it, I'll be going out to Russia to do the social media stuff for England. So it'd be pretty cool even to.
Nice.
It'd be even pretty cool to have Australia in the group. I mean, that's the good thing about being in England, especially London. There are quite a lot of football roles, not just coaching or stuff. Social media. There's. All stuff like that.
I was thinking about going over there for a bit because I finished school, literally finished school in 9 days. I don't know. I just don't have any idea what I want to do.
Man, Russia would be a great idea. I hear it's the highest ratio of women to men in the world.
The Russian women are nice, but I just think the hooliganism might scare me a little bit.
Well, I think only the English people have to get scared of Russians, not like other people, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well during the Euros, that was.
Yeah, it's the English people.
Yeah, I went to one Euro game. That was against Wales. But
So
before
Anton,
that,
you're good. You're good. You got the ratio, so just do the calculation and you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it was the thing of it was.
You might get lucky.
When we played England v Russia, that was in Marseille.
Yeah.
And obviously the issue was apparently Russian hooligans take was there inspiration from England fans hooligan side. So basically, the issue was England fans. They obviously have stereotypically we're quite loud. You know, we like to drink. Who doesn't? You know, sing stuff.
Yeah.
So we were doing that. You know, we get a bit like say, what's laddish if that's the word to use, but you know, we'd make a bit of a mess and so on. But basically, so the police come in. We weren't doing anything crazy. We were just, having a few drinks, partying. Then the Russians, apparently, they came out of nowhere. And how Marseille is, especially on the waterfront, it's like a long road. And then, so England were in the middle. And then the police were coming on one side, chucking like gas and stuff at us, like those flares and stuff, to try and disperse us. And then on the other side, we had Russian hooligans. So literally, England fans were literally cornered in the middle. Couldn't go. The only way they could get out was jump in the sea to the left. So some of them actually did that just to escape, because they swam a bit further down and got past. And then my friend was at that game and he said it was unreal. Like literally, he said it was like blood warfare. England fighting Russian fans.
Liam, does England have like hooligans fan too? What about Millwall?
Oh yeah,
Millwall or
what's
something?
Green
Yeah.
Street Hooligans, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, West with Danny Dyer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very popular field. I think we're not violent fans in general. We're quite cheerful and loud. I think that's what.
Yeah,
most
just
people
drunk,
know us
right?
for.
Drunk people.
Yeah, get a bit drunk, but I think we do have a bit of a violent side. I think that was more of our history. We're not as much now, but I think there is still that little bit of that violent side. But I think that's in any fan base.
Yeah, I think it's because of last year violence against Russian and England. I think it's going to be hard for England. Again in Russia, so back in their territory.
We've been warned to wear just normal clothes. Like, don't go in groups as well, especially in Russia.
Yeah. Imagine.
Just that, but yeah.
Anyway, we've gotten very off topic. Finish up with our match ratings. And Bradley with Granit Xhaka in this one. We know he struggled in the previous couple of games. How did he go in this one? Bradley?
I think he did okay.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, 7 or 8. I think it was serviceable. He got the job done.
Yeah, I will go with 7 too.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to head because I got an exam tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday or Thursday, I think it is.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Cheers, man.
Okay. Aaron Ramsey, Liam.
I think that was definitely a better performance from him. I think he opened the game up a little bit. I think was nothing.
He could have scored too. He had a pretty good run.
He had like two chances.
He had that run on. Yeah, but one of those runs on goal, he timed perfectly. So he hasn't got the results for it yet. I've never been a huge Ramsey fan. I like him, but there's something about him this season where he's got his timing and his runs just a bit more clinical, and he hasn't had the finish yet. But I'll tell you what, he was close.
Yeah, he was like being like fox in the box. He's getting like that from last season at the end of the season till now.
Yeah.
He's like being fox in the box.
Yeah.
Like, and with him, no one is marking Aaron Ramsey, and he just goes there. He just has to be like a bit clinical. Other than that, I think he's gonna do something good in this season.
Yeah.
I hope so. I really hope for him.
We didn't buy anybody in that position, so it's going to be really on Aaron Ramsey up until if we get Santi Cazorla back miraculously somehow.
So that's going to be from after winter break, isn't it? So that's.
But you also don't know what sort of Cazorla you're going to be getting back, though. Is he going to be the same 2-footed, brilliant playmaker we knew before, or is he going to be a shadow of that? It's only really one way to figure that out.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, I love Cazorla. I mean, the left to the right football, he can pick a pass from them. He's kind of like the downgrade of Pirlo to a certain degree.
Yeah.
He can see a ball from a mile away, and he's a magician. I think we do really miss it. I think people think,
But
he's not that much
guys,
of a
like,
miss. He controls
let's
a lot
see,
of the
like,
game.
if we get back Cazorla, it's good for us. If not, we got January transfer too, and I think Wenger has to do something. So we need to think about that too. Yeah, we got another drama on
Jesus
January.
Christ.
Hey, you say you want to bring the banter, but let's be very clear. There is no way.
It's the Ox banter. It's today's the Ox day.
Oh man. Oh, jeez. That's
Jesus.
entertaining.
Don't even start talking January, mate. The window's been shut like 15 seconds. Jesus.
Can't deal with it.
Nah.
Being an Arsenal fan, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's so true.
Mesut Ozil. Troy, we were talking about him before.
Yeah.
What's his rating?
Yeah, I'm going to give him, I reckon, I'm going to give him an 8. I think he
Yeah,
did,
me
he did
too.
well.
What about an 8.5?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was a 9, but yeah, I'm hovering between 8 and 9 because I think, that's the thing with him, and I said that free kick that he took is, like I said, it's him. Looks like he doesn't do anything, and then all of a sudden, bang, it's there. And I think that's the thing. He makes it look easy, and that's why he's easy to cane when nothing goes right. He's put in a heap of chances for guys that haven't converted in the first 3 games. So they convert even, and he's on fire. So I think
Would you argue though that this one was his best performance of the season? Like he was very crisp and
yeah, so far, yeah.
and the efforts were just a lot more so I think it was his best performance so far of the season.
Yeah, I definitely.
All right. Now moving on to I think the player who will be my man of the match, and that's Danny Welbeck. I'm willing to rate him about a 9.5 for this one. What about you guys?
Give him a 10, why not? Let's be nice. We've got to give it to someone.
Yeah, someone has to. He's kicked 2
I think
goals. He's got to be a 10.
Yeah.
He's not just the 2 goals, though. When he chased down the keeper and almost created another goal. And he had the one that way he leaped the ball over for almost the hat trick.
Yeah. So
from
he's
a creative
a 10.
aspects, pace-wise and attacking threat, he was phenomenal yesterday, I think, especially from he's not so good performance against Liverpool. He's come back strong, and I think he's back in good form. But it's we want to see a bit more of this. Even if he can just, he's got pace to get in the right positions. I think it's just, I think he was definitely our man of the match today, and yesterday he played well. So I'll give him a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, Lacazette.
See, it's different. I'd like to give him a 10, but I think I'll give him a 9. I think he was still phenomenal in his in every other sense. He should have played against Liverpool or started.
Yeah.
Still baffles me that decision. But yeah,
Has anyone asked Wenger why he didn't start that Liverpool game?
Well, that's because the media don't do their job.
Nobody knows that.
No.
Why didn't I don't get an impression. Why wouldn't that be the easiest question? Why didn't he start?
Guys, we're just gonna have headache and a lot of pain, So just let it go. It's a conspiracy or something. Nobody knows except Wenger and the board. I think nobody knows. Maybe we will know it later when he gets retired. And, he gets his Nobel or something. He books. Then we will know it. Till then, it's a suspense.
I'll tell you what.
Literally, nobody knows the answer.
We'll work it this way, Liam. You get that FA job, you get me a press pass, and I'll ask any question you want.
I'll fly you over, mate. First class.
Fly me over. That'll be the first question. Einstein, why do you not start the 50 million bloke in the front and centre?
But the thing of it is, it's all like this kind of political correctness kind of crap that you just ask the basic questions of, and no journalist will really challenge him. More the fact of because. Arsenal's like a dictatorship, and they'll just be like, you won't be coming to any more of our press conferences anymore. And that's kind of just the deal.
You just won't get called on. Yeah.
Being.
Yeah.
when someone would ask the questions, they just don't. I think the sad thing is like that guy who asked Mourinho the question yesterday. Potentially, Mourinho won't speak to that guy ever again. So it's kind of like it's difficult for the journalists because at the end of the day, whether you like or not, the managers they can get asked questions, but as soon as you ask the wrong question, they probably won't be able to give them a question anymore. So it's a shame, but it's what it is.
Right. Then I'll need a few press passes and a couple of disguises.
Yeah, well, look, Troy.
Come in disguise.
But Troy, you just gonna just take the fall on the sword for everybody. You're going to be the one time you're going to be in a press conference. You're probably not going to go there ever again, so there's nothing to lose. You just be like,
that's it.
Oh,
just leave it. Leave it all in the press room.
All right. Just finally on the match ratings, the boys who came off the bench. So Sanchez, Giroud, and Coquelin. Of course, Coquelin looks like won't be with us for a while. Oh my God!
Literally.
Have you seen this video?
The video with the guy
with the sniper.
When they do the
With the sniper. Hey guys, have you seen Coquelin his video with a sniper and he gets falls down?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Like what happened? Is he injured? Is he injured again?
Yeah.
Hamstring?
I think it's kind of a ligament or something. But I don't think it's as bad as it looked. I think it's just,
oh my God! Like seriously, the guy comes one game, boom, goes back.
Yeah, I'd say
it's Arsenal and
it was pretty. I mean, Sanchez, I'd give probably 6-7 push just for the run he made. For that run, obviously Giroud nearly scored the goal on the left hand side. That was quite a good run, but obviously they came on. It wasn't really a game to make a difference. We kind of had the game done and buried anyway. So.
That's what I mean. I reckon that, like I said, it's just man management. It's like, you know what, we'll get you on. Just get some match play under your belt. There's no harm. You can do whatever you want because it's not like we're going to lose the game from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but he gets a 7.
I won't agree with that. Remember last season we were three goals down in half time. Like in second half we came down. We came 4-3. Remember?
Yeah, but not. Yeah,
but 20 Arsenal. It's Arsenal, and anything can happen. Like
it's
in
true.
Second half, like when they had 3 midfielders, we started having problems.
Yeah, I think 20 minutes to go against Bournemouth.
But
yeah, I mean Leicester's was a different kettle of fish. I know subs are supposed to come on and make an impact, but I think you got to think of momentum and what their actual objective is. It is still to make goals, of course, but there isn't that much of comfortable 3-0. Once again, it was man management of Arsene Wenger just saying to go on, just keep it at bay, don't go crazy. Where Leicester, we were chasing the game. So I think that's probably the only kind of difference.
Yeah, for sure. So that has been another episode of the Gunners and Ours. I'd really love to thank Liam coming on to the show today. I think all of us have enjoyed having you with us, giving us your insights on, the FA and England and how everything.
How we failed miserably every year.
Lastly, I'll just give you a chance to show the Australian viewers, tell them more about your channel, GoonerNewsTV.
Yes, so I have my own channel, GoonerNewsTV. I think it's nearly hit 5,000 subs, but I haven't uploaded in a while actually, just because of work and just life really. So, but I hope to be getting that up and running fairly soon. So, it's GoonerNewsTV. You put in Gooner, I think it just comes up. But go check out if you like Arsenal. Well, if you're watching this, I think you like Arsenal, but. You would be surprised. I get a lot of United and Chelsea fans come to watch a lot as well.
Yeah, they just come to troll you in the comments.
Yeah, it's a laugh when we lose mainly, but part and parcel of it.
Yeah. All right, guys. On to the next one. Our next show will be ahead of the Europa League. Probably going to be Thursday night because. Here we have Europa League Friday morning because of the time difference. Also, we'll be playing FC Cologne.
So I'm just wake up for that.
4:45 a.m. is kickoff.
Yeah. I'll be up.
Say that right now. Well, fair play.
So what time is the game? Guys, are you going to watch Europa League?
Yeah, of course.
On Thursday?
Yeah, of course.
I don't miss an Arsenal game.
So what time is that? I haven't followed up on that one.
It's 4:45.
Oh, yeah, I will make it. Yeah. Thursday, right? Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're not having our show at 4:45. God no.
No, Jesus. No.
But
I have
let's
to
kick
say,
off.
it is a fair play to fans around the world because I mean, I've got a friend who's in Miami, Florida. Luckily, he's not there now because I know there's a massive hurricane going through there at the moment. He's in Rome at the moment, actually. But yeah, he gets up at a ridiculous time, and especially when it's like a 12:30 game, he has to get up at like 7:30. He goes to his pub. So yeah, I mean, I think fans around the world are definitely much appreciated because it's crazy the times you have to get up at, and it's but goes to show the support and love for the club, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
and I must admit, it's a bucket load easier in this day and age too. Because I said I'll get up for the Cologne game. I'll probably watch the first start of it, but then I'll have to go to work. But I just use the Arsenal Player app. Just chuck it on the air through the audio, Bluetooth it to the car, and listen to the game. I'm sitting on the other side of the world, barreling down a freeway, listening to the game on the other side of the world. It's like
technology's. I'm like talking to you, and you're like literally on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
It's, technology for you is impressive. So it's coming.
Well, it's brilliant.
When the time changes and the game started a bit later, around like when I was 7 o'clock, I used to actually just watch on my phone on the way to work. It's incredible. Actually, Liam, right before we go, I just want to ask you did you watch Arsenal's games in Sydney, and what was your impressions of our job as supporters in that period of time?
Yeah, no, it was great actually because I mean, Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, we was documenting a lot of it because obviously he was out there. Did you all three of you go or just?
Yeah. Bradley, who was on before, was interviewed by Robbie in
I saw that interview.
Yeah. So was I got Robbie on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I took some pictures with him too. Like,
yeah, actually,
I think it's great because I think
cool story. Yeah.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Now, Arsenal had an open training session, and I was sitting literally next to a bunch of my friends, and there was just one of these guys had a backpack sitting in front of him, and so one of my friends was coming over and was like, "Hey, is it okay if when our friend's sitting here, it's like, no, the seat's reserved," and I was like, "Oh, interesting." So later on, I'm seeing him on his phone. I see Tao, Arsenal Fan TV, come up on his caller ID, and I'm like, "Is Robbie going to be sitting there?" He's like, "Oh no, man, I can't tell you. I can't tell you." Lo and behold, a whole 2 hours later, here comes Robbie sitting down, and it was brilliant. It was like. By the way, speaking of Robbie, did you guys see the video of him doing Jamaican reggae music?
I saw it today.
1 sniff.
I haven't seen that.
Sniff, 3 sniff, 4 sniff. Yeah. It's funny. Everyone thinks like Robbie's obviously a well-known guy, but I actually am quite good friends with Robbie. I was actually on the phone to him just the other day. Like he's really. I think especially around the world, I think people think he's hard to get to, but he chats with everyone. He's really down to earth and he's a really nice guy. And I think it's good for fans like yourselves. Obviously, it's quite far away to come and watch Arsenal games all the time, so it's nice for you guys to get up close and personal with the team and obviously watch them play.
Yeah, well, he was definitely mobbed when he was here. For his interviews, people were like literally just like following him everywhere, and they're like, Robbie. Yeah. I remember we went to go to get a hot dog to the hot dog stand, and there were literally people just like Robbie. And I was like, holy crap! Just leave the guy alone. He just wants to get himself his hot dog. It's hot.
He spent 3 hours on
Bradley was there too. Bradley was there too. He was like, Robbie. I was there because I saw Bradley over there. I was there like when he was doing interview, and I thought like there was like if I had stayed like for half an hour, I would have been like on TV. But I thought, nah, it's too late for me. So, but the guy got lucky and like he went. Bradley, he had the chance.
Yeah, he spent 3 hours on the boat too, so it wasn't like and that could have been terminable. Like he had nowhere to hide on that thing.
I know,
3 hours, but he was fine. But like I said, he had a ball.
Ray Parlour was there, wasn't he?
Ray Parlour was on the boat too.
Yeah.
Well, you would have thought that Ray Parlour would get more attention than Robbie, but in the current world of social media,
I actually met Ray Parlour. Actually, there's
did you guys went to the boat party?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about meeting Ray Parlour?
Yeah, no. There's a thing called the Telegraph, a newspaper over here.
Yeah.
In London, I went down, and there was like a Q&A with Virgin Media, and it was Ray Parler, Gus Poyet, and Harry Redknapp. It's quite cool actually. It's kind of like a small little Q&A, kind of being filmed around the world. He's a really nice guy, and obviously he's kind of like Cockney, so he's kind of like similar to where I kind of come from. He's got a lot of stories, to say the least, as you can. Always had a beer in his hand, apparently. So after every game, it's kind of changed a bit.
Yeah.
Ray is such a. Yeah, I know. I never got to see Arsene Wenger. I would have had a few things to say to him. Probably not really nice things, but.
No.
I'm kidding. Like, I have full respect for the man. Like, as much as he comes under pressure now, like, he's the greatest manager in our history. But just good, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've run out of time today, guys. Again, we'll be having a show on Thursday. Until then, like and subscribe. I know that having Liam on today will probably have a few extra viewers, so very
Fingers crossed.
I think, guys, I think we got some comments too. I think we got some comments too today.
Have we? Yeah, we'll try our best to reply to them, the one or two that we get today.
Trust me, slowly but surely.
Oh yeah, we had like four.
My account started
4 comments.
Similar to this one, but now it's kind of gone crazy. So if you keep persisting it will do well.
Yeah. I mean, the support that you've been giving me, man, like liking all the posts and everything on Twitter has been really a help, man. So
Pleasure.
It's been good to help you. Good. Anyway, like and subscribe and support the Gunners. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.
Come on. See you guys.